talked a little bit about spacing. I'm going to go over the drill that we finished with the 3-on-3 drill that we made before, just to give you another look at that. Just with teaching, there's conceptual and there's literal. All right, and working in America for in the NBA for 5 years, but 8 years in America, they're very literal. All right, how they teach. And I think when you talk about concepts of spacing, if your players understand what spacing is, it doesn't matter what drill you're doing. Okay, because hopefully you're giving them problem-solving skills on the floor. All right. Now the NBA is number-driven, very, very number-driven. I'm sure most of you have heard about this. But what I do think the shot priority is important. And when I do the transition segment in a couple of days or so, I'll talk to it a little bit more. But we talk about shot priority consistently with our players, and the shooter matters. Now, I was probably asking players to shoot the basketball that probably not within their skill set at this point, just before, and I understand that. But we want to talk about trying to attack the paint. Like, there's irrefutable proof at any level. If you can get the ball through the paint, you get to the foul line, you generate corner threes. That's really important. We want to try and shoot. So our priorities is getting to the rim, free throws, corner threes, and then non-corner threes. I'm not against any other shot, but I do think this: if you get to the rim, as I said, you'll generate free throw opportunities. You'll generate spray out threes, which are a high percentage three. If you do shoot above the break threes, what that gives you opportunities for offensive rebounds. So not all threes are equal. And I talked before, and I think this is the element of competition, is the game's about extra possessions and easy baskets. And you've got to hear me say that a lot. So I talk about physicality, and if you watch the New York Knicks, Josh Hart is a wonderful basketball player because he creates extra possessions for his team. He does other things well, of course, but he does that really well. And I think if you have that element of competition, I'm going to just go back with that 3-on-3 drill, that spacing drill that we did, and I'm going to give you another idea to keep an element of competition and to keep practice a little bit chaotic. Because if you get those two things well, all right, you're going to always be in the game. If you can learn to teach your players to compete well, all right, and play through chaos, you've got a chance to be successful. So let's go back to lines of the slot and have one pair under the basket, please. Need a ball, of course. Here's the under the basket. So let's go. So slot here, please. Slot here. Let's get two guys ready to rotate in from out there underneath the basket, please. Let's get two guys here on the outside, two guys here. Now I thought before that the decision makers really improved. All right, as far as the habits go, we didn't get what we wanted in the end. We weren't scoring every time, but the way they were playing was good. And it's a credit to the coaches. Here, they've been coached. They really responded well, I felt. Now, same deal, fellas. Let's move a little bit over there. We start with this element of randomness. All right, with the pass, ball goes there. All right, what are you doing? Chase pick and roll. Now, I like how he gets an angle of, what are you doing? All right? You're spacing. Spacing. Now, you're a big fella. How old are you? 14, you're a big fella. All right, this space out to you. Okay? And then we're playing. Okay? Now, we're going to, you know how we did before with the one-on-one? All right? If black, you get the ball, you outlet the ball to me. Then you respace. Now, I nearly became the 3-on-3 coach of Australia, and then I got a job overseas. I did a lot of study. I love the 3-on-3 fever, okay? and I took this from and we've used it every year since I've been in North America. And this keeps the, and I talked before about the gap, so I'm trying to help these players. How many times in the game, and when I coach the G League kids, we'd have a guy standing in the corner, there'd be a shot from the opposite side of the floor. He would stand and watch, the ball would hit the rim, maybe go to a player, and then he'd realise he's got to run. And I think with your coaching of youth, if you can help your players to respond quickly in between the play phases, and I used to always talk about shrinking your gap, and this is a really good way of doing it. It's competition. If I had a shot clock that I could do it, I'd put it on 8 seconds and we'd go to put pressure on them that way. But here's the drill, underneath the basket. So, like you get it, outlet it, everybody re-space behind the 3-point line and we're going. All right, here we go. Good. Score the ball, score the ball. Good, keep it, offensive, defense, go. That was pretty good, that was a good pull behind. That was a good decision on the first catch-up, it was excellent. Offensive, defense steps out. Alright, here we go. Alright, stop. Stop, we want you to get out. Space the floor. Let's go. Alright, so he may not be literally playing this position in his team. Alright, but conceptually he's going to learn about spacing from this. Alright, so we want the players to play everywhere. If the ball ends up happening over here, get out opposite. Here we go. Yes, sir. Outlet, re-space. You got to play defense. Alright, that's the gap. That's the gap I'm saying. Guys got it? You understand the drill now? Let's start again. Same. Here we go. Rebound it. Got to block out. Big space behind the 3-point line. Boom, ice to the rim. Chase Pickle, very good. Nice reject. Alright, ball lead. And we can keep going on. Let's get 6 new guys. Whites on defense. 6 new guys, whites on defense. Okay, so listen, now, this is important to me. You're my team. I'm going to throw different instructions. I just said 6, I changed the rotation. Okay, I want you to respond to my coaching quicker. Can we do that? So if I say offense to defense, you know what that means. If I say 6 new guys, blacks on defense, you know what that means. Alright? And here's the chaos with the drill, because you have to get your players listening to instructions. It will really help them. It's not just about them doing the drill. It's about preparing them for competition. Alright, that's responding to different circumstances. Alright, here we go. Good lockout. Ball's here, keep playing, re-space. Here we go, straight into it. Ice to the rim. Change pick and roll if you want. Okay, let's go back to here. You're here. Ball's here. Go back to where you were. You know if your teaching's working when it gets chaotic, then they can still execute it. So we're a little bit slow to get to the next action. No, I didn't mind this. I thought they did a pretty good job. Ball goes there. How did you screen? No, you didn't do that. You ran straight at him. All right, you've got to come underneath him and get his lower half. Okay, and if he jumps back, What have you got? Okay? Alright, let's recreate. Stay there. We're going to throw you the ball. Give them a chance. Always look to recreate the crime. Okay, here we go. Go, 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 go. Go again, go again, go again. Why are we doing that again? Why are we doing that again? That pass was terrible. Throw good passes to your teammates. Go, go, go. Let him have it, man. I know you want to play defense, it's good, but you know what? Here we go, good pass. Good pass. Good. 2 dribbles. Alright, where you got to roll? Roll to the basket, that's our one rule. Go again, go again. Here we go. Let's go back to that's perfect what we talked about before. Go back to the front end. Very good screen. Alright? So we come off the screen. Now make sure you keep him on your back. Ball goes across, over, and in. Alright? This is good. You've got to be a little bit more physical, ladies. You ran to hip. Make sure you're running with pressure in your hip. Okay? Because now when the ball does come in, get yourself nice and big and wide. You're sitting on the back, throw it in. Alright? Alright? Okay, if you really want to get, if his head's on this side, throw it to this side. Okay, throw it opposite. You can throw it up though. And now you've got to pivot. If you catch it here where you caught it before, you still have to make a move. It's a lot more difficult. That's the difference. Okay, that was good. Okay, offense and defense, defense out. Are we good? That's good leadership. Here we go. Alright, good job. Okay, let's get 3 lines, fellas. Let's get a line here, a line there, a line there. I know Hannah wants to talk about spacing that I did 100 years ago, but I just want to give you some drills that we do to teach players how to space a little bit better, and then we'll come back to a drill like that and see if there's progression. Once again, fellas, it doesn't matter if you don't have eyes to the rim and you're shot ready. And if you have to throw good passes to each other. Okay, so if I throw you the ball, you're shot ready, you're open, I throw you the ball, you've missed the shot. Alright, take responsibility. Let's get a line here, a line here. Let's get a line on this week. And a line on that one. Let's have wide on offense. Let's get me another basketball, please. No defense in there. I just want to give you my little drive and kick drill. And I'll just talk about this. Once again, I do it in 3s, you can do it in 4s. Like the guy I work for, Coach Donovan, he's a massive 4-on-4 guy. I like 3s, and I think if you're going to go to 4s, you go to 5s anyway. Alright, but 3s, everyone gets more of a touch. Alright, so we're just going to do a baseline drive. Where do you go? Go, show. Alright, these are the things. Now, where would you go? We want to pull behind. Okay, so that's the first thing, right? Now, we're going to play And this is the active spacing. You've done the right thing. If the ball goes there, we want to drive, yeah, get across again, you have to work hard. Where do you go? Good, now, give him the ball. So, anything off the drive, we want to drive, kick, swing. Alright? We want to drive this. Alright? Yes. Alright? Where do you go? Ball? Yeah? Drive, that's right. So, we got one less guy, we're going to ask a guy to work harder than what he normally would when we go 5-on-5. That's the point. Alright, so I know these kids know this. Alright, but what I want from you guys, we're going to go 3 drive, we're going to go 2 drive, alright, drive, kick, swing, 2. On the 3rd, whoever gets it gets a layup. Got it? He gets the ball, gives it to me, I'll be down here. The other 2 players, alright, the other 2 players re-space. I'll throw one of the ball. I want eyes to the rim, shot ready, and I want you to drive it. And we want a corner 3 on the next one. Alright? Get the rebound, give me the ball. Whoever's driven it, the last guy will re-space, and I'll give them the last shot. So everyone gets a shot. We got this? Alright, so let's go through it. Kick. First drive. 1. Boom. Eyes to the rim. Gotta re-space quicker. Eyes to the rim. Second drive. Re-space. Now drive it. Score it. Score it. Get off the court. I'll throw it to either you or you. Eyes to the rim. Boom. Drive it. Kick it. Re-space. Now you shot. Re-space. Corner 3. Shot. We got it. Who wants to do my job? Who wants to do my job? You guys, coaching's easy. I know you guys think you tell your coach all the time he doesn't know what he's doing. Look at this, all right? Can you do my job for me? All right, so I just want to coach the drill, talk to the coaches. So I like doing these sorts of drills. It's a simple drill, it's pretty quick, all right? And it just helps with the space and go. Oh, re-space me on. Boom, quick get across. Drive, score it. Here, ball here, my bad. Boom, drive it. Re-space, quick. Next group, ball here, keep the ball down there. You can do it if you want, just go. Drive it. Good. Good, score it. Lay up now. Quick. Re-space. Next group, ready. Last one here, we go. Re-space, good talk, mate. Alright, now I'll say this to you guys. I like it when I see, I've heard you help, and I've heard you help your teammates in drills. Listen to me, fellas. You can't be successful without being a good teammate. And I'll tell this story. I was very, very fortunate. In the NBA, you get players to look after. I had the privilege to look after Alex Caruso. And Alex Caruso, his whole thing was how did he extend his career? He looked after his body, worked on his game, but we talked a lot about the leadership and being a good teammate and supporting your younger players. So that was really good. You're helping each other out. Because in the game where it's chaotic, you're sitting on the sideline who players have to rely on. You have to have drills that help your players mimic that. So put work on that. Okay, just want to add a little variation. Ball goes here, you drive it. We're working this guy here. We don't always have to hit the drift on. Now, remember what I said before, fellas. You can pass off 2 feet with one hand, you can pass with 2 hands off 1 foot, but I don't want to see 1 foot, 1 hand. All right? The margin for error is too high. And that's something we talk to with the players at our level. Okay? Now when you hit the pull behind, same deal now. All right? You're gonna, all right? You have to lift up. So now you're lifting up, drive, kick, swing, space. Now you got drive. Yes. Back, baby. Swing. Where you going? Just get into spacing. Good things happen when we've got spacing. I talked before about getting to the basket. This is good things happen when we get the ball here. We don't have to shoot it, but we need space for that play. Got it? All right, so now I want you to show the coaches by hitting the pull behind guy. We're still going to do the same drill. Have we, all right, understand? All right, let's go. Did you want to have a go? You want to swap? Or you good? Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Hit the pull behind. Lift. Go again. Go again. Go again. Go again. Lift quicker. Lift quicker. Like work for each other. Work for each other. Here we go. All right, you're standing here next to me. How many of those players look at the basket? How many players are those look at the basket on the catches? There was none on the last one. All right, because you guys are doing the drill. And this is the thing, like you don't want to live too long in 3-on-0. Like there's elements we could pick at everything. But if you look at what they're looking at, they deliberately stood under the basket to see what they looked at. All right? And it's important that you're teaching the habits of what they look at, because that normally dictates what sort of decision they make. A player that doesn't look up normally just dribbles at every catch. All right? So we've got that. So I want eyes to the rim. The other thing we used, and I used it with we put in a shot fake to slow players down, even in the NBA. All right, we put in some players a shot fake that really helped their decision making. And then after they got more confident with the decision making, we didn't emphasize it as much. Alex Caruso did a lot of shot fakes, and he still does. So what I want in the first drill, I just want one player to use a shot fake. It doesn't have to be all of you. It can only be, it can just be one. All right, so now I'm adding some chaos in the drill. Very simple, but this is effective. You throw it and go. Here we go. One shot fake, boom.
Wird andererseits jetzt warum was?
You know what though? Hold. You know what? If you thought he was open, I wouldn't have said no, because that's what happens. Just play the game, okay? Yeah, I know. All right, I want you to hit the pull behind, but you know what now, fellas? You can hit the pull behind or you can hit the guy drifting to the corner. I don't care. Got it? Let's go through another 3 times before we move on. Fix it. Do it again. I want 2 dry kicks, fellas. I only want 2 dry kicks. Nice to the rim, good. Come on, fellas. Come on. I know it's a long day for you. All right, we good? Same route, go again. Same route, go again. Same route, go again. Hey, take that. Let's go. Go. Bang. Quick. Come on, move. Good passes. Eyes to the rim. One hand, 2 feet. Eyes to the rim. Eye good. Nice shot, fake. Let's fix it. Listen to me. Hey. I don't give a shit, right? If there's a mistake made. I care when we don't fix it. Like you have to play through mistakes. All right? And for me, I'm quite happy. If this drill's confusing you, I'm doing a good job. All right? Now, your shot fake, more violent. See over it, see under it, more violent. You guys have got to play your game lower. All right? Get lower in your game. Okay? Here we go. Go. Just one shot fake. Good feet. Eyes to the rim. Need to score now. Good. Next one. Eyes to the rim. Good. Respace. That was pretty good. Give him a clap. That was a good one. All right, bring it back here. Just on the respacing. Balls here. Just on the respacing. Your best serve to turn and sprint, right? Turn and sprint and then look for the ball over your shoulder, okay? Don't back out, fellas, because this is what happens. When you back out, you stand up when you're slow. Turn, sprint and get there. Okay, last one with these 3 guys. We'll put some defense in. Eyes to the rim, go again, go again, go again, go again. Big fella, big fella, big fella. Look at that pass. Here we go. There you go. Just look at it. That's soft. That was good. Just look at it. Don't need a shot fake. One shot fake. You don't need it. There you go. Good. Eyes up. Keep your eyes on the rim. Restage. Good. Good. Then score. Space. Corner 3. Corner 3. Good. Respace. Good. Okay, let's go. 2 weights on top here. Let's go. Blacks on offense, whites on defense. Blacks on offense, whites on defense. Okay. We're going to play. Let's start here. I like to coach defense. And I think when you do these drills, this is just offense. I always alternate days. So I know when you're coaching, you can coach against yourself, but if you've got an assistant coach, work with them. All right, so I just want to talk about, I would do defense out of this stuff all the time as well. All right, so let's just make sure we've got the ball, we're in our shift position. You guys might deny, you don't deny one pass away. They can't, sorry. All right, okay, so now, when I throw the ball, I want you to put a foot on the line, and now we're in our driving kick. All right, now we're spacing. So you got to help. Where are you going? Where are you going? Maybe. You know this in the NBA is a massive cheap pull behind. And I think it's open just the way we program. This can be a next play person move. Like we can move that ball on quickly. Alright? So what we're going to do now is play. Now, you've got a maximum of 2 dribbles on each catch. We got it? What do I want on each catch felt? Give me one thing I want. Eyes on the rim. Okay? Eyes on the rim. Shot ready. Eyes on the rim. If I throw it here, what happens? Put your foot. Now, you must drive it, get into the paint. If you're open for a layup, you can. And this is where the passing piece comes in. Alright? And you have to make sure your window's open. I know the drill heads are in the corner, but we might need you to go flat there. Got it? Say he's not a lazy defender, is he? I don't know. Like this. Sometimes. Alright? But if he is, if he's looked at the lane, he's got maturity, he made a mistake, you can get to that corner. But this is the active spacing part. And this is the secret sauce, I reckon, to keeping the possession alive, especially on breakdown basketball, when your beautiful offensive sets are broken down. It's how these players adjust. So it's the same here. Martin might go here, you might have to take one more step. Or if he just watches the ball, what else have you got? Back door cut. It's all right, this is how we're going to teach the play. We got it? Let's have some fun with it. Now, White, you get full. I want you to outlet the ball to me. Outlet the ball to me, and we space behind the three-point line, and we play. All right? Eyes to the rim, shot ready. If you're open, shoot the ball. Got it? Here we go. One hand, 1 foot. Let's go. Offense to defense, defense out. Here we go. Play off 2 feet. You got the pull behind. Offense to defense, defense. So you come off 2 feet. All right, play behind. Here we go. Good, good. Ball's here. Quick, quick, quick. Same offense, same defense. Same offense, same defense. Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm going to change the fellas. I'm going to change the rotation. And it's not going to be fair. Okay? Here we go. Nice. Ball, ball, ball. Quick, 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 quick. Here we go. Here we go. You shot it, didn't you? Yeah. You should have shot. Were you open? Shoot the ball. Go, play, play. Good drive. Now, quick ball back to me, back to me. Eyes early on the rim. All right. Offense to defense, defense out. Everybody help everybody. Offense to defense, defense out. Who's here? All right, so I think I'm doing a pretty good job pissing them off, right? And they're trying, it's tied, they're doing a good job, and I don't want to embarrass them, but that's the stuff I want, because when we're in the game, it's chaotic, and we're under pressure. Some players are distracted by a referee's call or a bad performance. You've got to help each other. Now they're doing a really good job of trying to help each other. And remember earlier today I talked about communication as part of your drilling. It's not just talking, fellas, it's listening. Okay, you've got to listen to each other. Okay, respond to it. Are we good? Here we go, here we go. Go again, go again. Don't change the drill. Put the foot up outside the 3-point line. Here we go. I like my ball, same again, same again. What did I just talk about? What did I just talk to the coaches about? I just talked to them about talking. And then this lad here did this. He didn't cheat the drill this one. He drove it. He hadn't set up, it was good. What did you do? Where did he go? Yeah, and were you open? And you didn't call for it. Well, I wouldn't mind you shoot the ball. Right? This is a really important. You hear me coming back all the time to talk to them about communicating. Because it doesn't get taught enough. Okay, here we go, here we go. Nice drive. Same offense, new defense. Same offense, new defense. New defense. That was good, here we go. Nice. Elliot. Good. Good, Elliot. They get beyond the 3-point line. Fine. Okay, Stolz. did we do? What was the first thing we did? What was the first thing we did in the drill? And what did we work on? Chase big and roll. So you're allowed to use that now, okay? Alright? Remember, what's the most important thing on every catch? Eyes on the rim, shot ready. Okay, what helps you being shot ready? What helps you being shot ready? Good pass. Okay? And then communication both offense and defense. Alright? Here we go, here we go. No. One hand, 1 foot, no weight. New offense, new offense. Here we go. Outlet. Go. Free space. Ball's back to me. Go back to on your catch. Quick. Go back to where you were on your catch. Quickly. On his catch. You're down there, you're here. Do something different. Good. Just go, my ball. Same again. Quick. Same again. Something different. Here's something different. Good. Roll, rotate. You offense, new defense. My man. Quickly. Yep. I don't know, I said new offense, new defense. Black aren't smart, they're leaning on defense. Here we go. Turn over. No eyes to the rim. Offense to defense. New offense, back here. Come a bit closer. Good job, same again. Quickly, same again. Come on, defense, get across it. Free space, too slow. Better passes. Nice drive. Same offense, new defense. Shoot it. Who threw you the ball? I didn't throw it to you. Who threw you the ball? Who threw the pass to you when it went to hit? I can't remember. It was him, right? Make sure you throw good passes. And I on there on the spray out on his second one when he drove it, remember? So he caught it out there. Show me where you were. No, not the first one, on the second one. Can't remember. No. Yeah, you were. And then on the second touch, he drove. Do you remember that? But who threw the ball? Where were you then? You're right in here? Alright, let's forget it. Coach's mistake. It's my first one ever. Alright? Okay, my apologies. Here we go. Go again. Got to get in the paint. You had a driving lane. Okay? So the ball's here. He gave you a driving lane because of the drill. Alright? Okay. Got to get in the paint. Alright, now, I want to talk to you guys about the passing element to this. Alright, so it's here. I want it, and this could have happened in the last group, get the pull behind. A floating wild does not gain us advantage. We want to have flat passes if we can because it's less air time. So, the bailout guy, and I know your coach has talked to you about communicating on defense, but if you're open, you've got to call for the ball. You were open there, weren't you? All right, so call for the ball. Now that's a flat pass. I'm not saying he has to shoot it, but it's safer than a lob. Now, if it's really bad and you get a better angle and you can sip it, that's good too. But we want flat passes as much as possible. Here we go. All right, just come back, balls here. Go to the first drive. Go to the first drive. This is what I want, fellas. You did a tremendous job of getting to the first one. All right, 2 feet, all right? You've got to work hard. Even though we know, literally, there's going to be more players on the floor. But if we get him sprinting and working hard, when he gets into 5-on-5, it's going to be so much easier. Do you understand that? So get back to that corner. I want you to take one dribble, throw, I want you to play off 2 feet, reverse pivot, make a flat pass to him, let him get it. Okay, here we go. Move. Ice to the rim. Good. Get it, right, good. All right, good job, fellas. Okay. All right, so last one of this. I just want to go back to it. Let's go back to a pair underneath the basket here. Okay, let's get two slots. So we would do the same thing out of this format. Now let's get 2 corners filled. Let's go fast. Okay, we got it. Same rules. So this is our format. All right. I'm going to throw the ball there. We're going to go into chase, pick and roll. Okay. Where do you got to go? Now I just want you to find space. What does your coach teach? Does he teach you the space here? What's this area? Okay. Now we're playing this part. All right. If I throw it to the corner, chase, pick and roll. Throw it. Come into it. Where do you guys go? No, we're spacing. Okay. So you probably space to wherever you're comfortable with. It might be to the short corner, it might be to the, I don't mind. All right? And now we're playing the game. We've got our driving and our receivers principles. All right, so you're sending the head, you're spacing, you turn the corner. If they switch it, remember you can roll in. All right? We've got our pull behind, we've got our drift. Okay, so you start seeing now what's happened. Now, if the ball goes to here, okay, you've got 3 seconds to play. If there's no mismatch, all right, you can move the ball. We can, if it stops, what can we do to help us? If we lose momentum of the possession, what can we do? Chase, pick and roll. Okay, just to help us. But what we're trying to do is force a closeout. And what we don't want to do, fellas, is just move the ball with nervous energy, but we want to keep the ball in front of the defense. Does that make sense? All right, I'm jumping ahead here, and this is the thing, like good offense gets the ball in front of the offense and keeps the ball in front of the offense. And this is where this will be a bit of a challenge for the guys, because I've thrown a few things at them, and we still want them to be just a touch better with their visual habits on the catch. But gain an advantage, keep an advantage. And if it breaks down, we've got the chase, pick and roll to help us. All right, here we go. Last thing. Here we go. Nice. Ball with me, like on offense. Quick, like on offense, Mason. Here we go. Like on offense. Pretty good. screen. Here we go, let's go back to it. Let's go back to it. Alright, so the ball went here. We got the chase, pick and roll. Where'd you go? Alright, just space out that way and let you lift up next time. But it's not wrong. Alright, so you got downhill, right? Were you open? Yeah. You were open. Alright, eyes to the rim. And then when you made a decision, you got in the paint, that's what we want, the ball went out there. Were you open? You were. And so my point is this, through a little bit of, alright, broken play basketball, this is not my offense. This is what happens on a breakdown. We got to the rim, and the rim generated a potential layup, alright? And then it gave us the next best shot at the corner. Alright, so it was pretty good possession. Alright, so what I'm saying, like, I'll give you a couple more examples and then we'll wind it up with questions. That was really good. That was a good job. A little bit more space. Defense, can we talk? Can we just do some talking to help each other a little bit here? Here we go. Here we go. To the rim. Turnover, one more. Turnover, like on defense. Boring. Look, that was good eyes to the rim, you probably could have shot it. I want you to back yourself and shoot it. Like, white on defense. Guys, if let's not keep the ball up the top, like, let's get it chase, pick and roll. If the ball goes there and you call that, just call it. They switch it, let's go back to the beginning. I know what I was going to do. Come back. A little bit jet lag. My apologies. Back to the beginning. White's got the ball. So you did a good job. You threw the ball, and then got to do a speed burst, right? Got to sprint in. It wasn't bad. But then you went to here, and then you let him get under you. You got to get to that ball half, all right? He's not to get under you. Now this guy's got to get downhill. Got it? Let's keep it as it is. Let's keep it as it is. Like play defense. Show me if you can use a quick speed burst. Alright, active space on the sides. Here we go. Good. Pocket extra. You missed 3 opportunities to shoot the ball. You were open for a shot. Okay? Offense and defense. Last one. There we go. Nice cut. Ball back to me. Go again. Go again. Same group. Wait for the screen. Wait for the screen. Eyes to the rim. Wait for the screen. Here we go. Good ball behind. Good. Good. Okay, grab a seat, fellas. Give me a clap. And it's always good people coming in and doing this, not really sure about what to do. They did a great job. They don't know me. They've been here all day. So let's give them a round of applause. I'm going to talk about the explanation a little bit clearer with it. To me, your skills underpin your concepts, and your concepts underpin your structure. As a young coach, I was all about the one-on-one, you know, the one-on-zero, the fancy moves, and you get to your 5-on-5 structure. And I couldn't understand why my team looked great during the week and were really poor at consistency. And that's a problem in Australia. It's getting better, I'm happy to say. But what that wasn't structure, that was messy. And I always talk about it in the context of broken play, and what I mean by that is conceptual play. Now what's going to support the conceptual? You saw, I kept saying eyes to the rim. The ones that did it more often, I felt started making better decisions. The game slowed down for you. But I really feel strongly about that. All right, your skills underpin your concepts underpin your structure. So for me, your skill level that I talked earlier about my components for practice, your one-on-one, your conceptual development, your threes, all right, and then your structure is your fives. You got it? And I would have some structural organisation on top of what we just did. But for that to be effective, we've got to be able to make good decisions on the catch. Okay, we've got to be able to move the ball, all right, and we've got to be able to execute basics such as screening, cutting, whatever. All right, or if you just do it where your practice looks neat, once you get into competition, your players can't make decisions. The other thing I talked about a lot, I really urge you to think about this. How well do you build cohesion amongst your team? Because what's going to help those young fellas become better players is it's going to help the player with lesser ability jump a tier because he's good in the team. He's a good communicator. All right, and there's different types. There's a leadership element to it, and then there's the functionality. Like I didn't talk about defense at all today. That was so quiet defensively, and that's such a challenge for Australians teams to do, and I know it is here as well, and it is in America as well. And I just think it's the way young people are now, how they communicate. So you have to figure out, but I was very encouraged when they got pissed off with each other. They don't mind helping each other when they make a mistake. All right? But I was encouraged by the back and forth. And just having that element of chaos and confusion in your drills, that's what's going to help. Because what you want, if you're playing in a game with a fair few spectators, you've got a coach there, there's a free throw, you want the players to be able to communicate effectively. And that's to me where you start to become a really good coach.